as we do every week. It's time to find out for the last time in the season 3 show what is on Drew's mind.
Boom. Well, BJ, first and foremost, look at that cool jersey over there. It's awesome.
I see that cool jersey.
Baseball jersey, Asia Wilson, limited edition. Shout out to the homie that got me hooked up with that. Anyway,
nice one.
that's not what's on Drew's mind. I wish I could wear it, but it's a little wrinkly. I was going to wear it today, but I changed my mind. What's on Drew's mind today, BJ? It's time to get a little creative, and I'll try to get just as creative as we go forward into season 4 a little bit more often here. This one was hard because I'm only a month and a half in down here, but I've got 5 things that Texans cannot get in South Dakota.
Okay, I'm excited to see this because I know you've been asking for another care box that you need to be shipped. So I'm interested to see what is on the list.
Yes, indeed. 5 things. It was hard to get to 5 because I wasn't sure what I want to use, and some of them are kind of in the same one. So, and it's only been a month and a half, of course. So I'm sure I can find.
I'm sure I can guess a couple, but I will hold off.
Oh, for sure. You definitely know about one on the list. For sure. And I went ahead and made it number 1 on the list, and that is Bluebell ice cream.
Okay. I was gonna say you want me to go see if I can find the pint in the freezer and hold it up to show you so you get at least a little bit of osmosis, maybe.
The craving for ice cream is so bad out here just because I can't get to Bluebell. I was literally just driving, from work the other day, and I was like, "Oh, Blizzard sounds great. Pull in there, Dairy Queen. Take one." Anyway, yeah, no Bluebell around here. It's really sad. That's one of the things you definitely cannot get in South Dakota, at least not around here. So you got to settle for whatever secondary, secondary brand, third brand, or have it shipped to you for the bajillion dollars that it costs. Which somebody's got to have a whole lot of money or just love you way too much to send that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 on the list, and this is just so far. I haven't tried a whole bunch of restaurants per se, but I mean it's really not looking good so far, and I haven't heard great reviews otherwise as well. The second thing that Texans can't get in South Dakota is spicy salsa. I mean it's pretty mid out here so far. It's pretty disappointing. The best you can get to spicy is what you're used to grabbing at the stores, the paste, the hot, whatever in the jars. Those aren't even good. Nobody likes the big chunks I don't really like the big chunks like that anyway. And it's not as good as, like you go to a restaurant, your salsa, like the Juan Pablos of the world and the Chili's and things like that back in Texas. Yeah. But no good salsa so far. Pretty mid, pretty bland, nothing, deliciously delicious out here. It's a pretty sad world. Pretty sad in that regard. Number 3 thing that Texans can't get in South Dakota, BJ, and it's probably just because it's not down here in general, but they should still sell it in Walmart for people like me, and that is spicy ketchup. You can't get that down.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that because you don't have
regular ketchup.
You don't have Whataburger up in South Dakota, do you?
I know Whataburger. Not
so
that
that's
I know
part of it. Probably part of the reason why you can't get the spicy ketchup.
There might be. I don't know because, Whataburger has branched out. There was one in Mississippi when I was doing those baseball games. I went to that Whataburger. It was delicious. I went like twice, actually. I wish it was up here in South Dakota, but so far I have not seen it in the search for fast food, but I have not been to the biggest city in the state yet. Well, I came through it on the way in, but I've actually been to it twice. I just lied. But I haven't gone through it to go and really explore what's throughout it or anything. So
your closest might be Kansas City, believe it or not. I don't have a map or anything. I'm just thinking.
I don't know. I have to look into where the nearest Whataburger is. That'd be good. But my mom,
weekend road trip.
Shout out to my awesome mom that's sent in a care package 2 giant bottles of spicy ketchup, not the regular ones that you just getting put in your fridge, and giant ones, not jugs, but
I've got a couple in my fridge or in my cabinet, so
I'm hooked up for a few months. So
heck yeah.
The fourth thing that you can't get as a Texan in fourth thing that Texans can't get in South Dakota is a good view on the road. BJ, there's a whole lot of corn. out here in amongst your view on the sides. There's a whole lot of nothing sometimes, just land. Sometimes not even animals out there, just chilling or anything. Just land, just open land. Not any like cool signs or anything, like any small random business in the middle of between these two towns or whatever, and very hardly even a gas station.
Wow.
Dude, if I would have been running out on the way in here, I'd have been doomed. There's like so on
Nothing.
the way in originally, there was like one or two in like, oh man, a few hours stretch. I don't even know. Just like once I got out of Sioux Falls, there was maybe one on the last hour on the way home. So like if I didn't get it at the one place, which was not far outside the skirts of the town, the rest of the 45 minutes or whatever, there was nothing there. And like this drive to this town that I go get to food at, go get my food from Walmart at all the time, it's about 45 minutes to get over there. There is no gas station on the way there until you get into the town. So there have been 2 times now where I did not intentionally do this. I had, just like I had like, I don't know, I would just say a 16th of a tank, whatever. It was enough to make it. And it was just like barely enough. But like there was a point like on the drive, like the light would come on. I was do I have enough? And I didn't know. I just kept going. There was no way. I was already so far into the drive. There's no turning around. You're doomed, or you just gotta keep going. And I had just enough to get there both times, but it's so anxiety filled because a 45-minute drive to another town, not a single gas station on the route for you. You are doomed. It's just you, corn, some houses, some big old little mills or whatever. I don't even know what else is all out there. A whole bunch of stuff. It might be more Texan than Texas.
Oh my goodness!
But
so
not the greatest views on the road. It's mostly corn and food.
So no views on the road. What do the sunsets compare like? I know there's been some beautiful sunsets in Texas. Do you have that same in South Dakota or no?
I don't know. I haven't really got to bask in it just yet. So I'll have to get back to you on reviews about the sunset.
Sounds good.
Yeah. But yeah, not great views on roads. Pretty boring. So you better have one of those fancy cars that's got little monitors in there. You can watch a little movie or something. Have a great road playlist or have some entertainment. Somebody to talk to on the way.
Or maybe just drive. Maybe just drive.
Solo trip is boring. It's boring. It get boring every once in a while. It's because you're used to you're listening to your music and looking at some stuff, some scenery,
like billboards,
reading something, but it's corn and fields and sometimes animals, not many.
It's corn, man.
An F ton of corn. But yeah, that's what you get up here. And finally, number 5. At least I haven't seen it yet. I tried to do an extra search to make sure that it wasn't around to verify. And it's really sad because I would really love to have this up here because it was a staple. It was a fast food restaurant that I went to often. BJ, do you know what I'm about to say? It's not up here.
Is it Brahms?
No, but I was going to use Brahms. That is a good one. It is not up here as well. But
yeah, I was saying they can only have them within a certain distance of their farms.
Yeah. So, I went with Sonic. I've not been aware of a Sonic up here so far. I think actually, and I might be wrong here, so I can flip this to actually being Brahms. But I believe because originally when I searched, I had searched for a Sonic. And I thought it was one of the fast food restaurants that was going to be in this town, but it's not. So it's probably nearby, and I just didn't get it when I searched recently. So let's pretend it's not Sonic. Let's fill that in with Brahms there.
Yeah, I was just saying, it looks like you've got 4 in the whole entire state, Drew. 1 in Sioux Falls and 3.
Okay, there is 1 in Sioux Falls. Okay, I'm going to go with Brahms then. That was my original thought. All right, we'll go with Brahms then. You can't get Brahms down here, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can understand why.
I'm gonna go find a Sonic now because that sounds good. Whenever I go to Sioux Falls, where's it at?
You got three in Rapid City as well. I don't know where that is in relation to you, but
well, those are 5 things you can't get as a Texan here in South Dakota. I'll run back through them: Bluebell ice cream, spicy salsa, spicy ketchup, a good view on the road, and Brahms.
Love it.
And that is what's on Drew's mind.
Well, you weren't kidding in terms of when you said you had something creative. That's something unique that I don't know how many other people can say they've shared that experience.
Nope, not too many.